Yeah, and I don't know how long Michael's struck in on his part.
You'll join me to pledge the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Declare this meeting open. First order of business is the approval of the minutes of the October 25th meeting. Minutes have been circulated. Has everybody had an opportunity to read the minutes? If so, no discussion. I'd take a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve by Brad. All in favor? Thank you. Ambulance director updates.
Got this quick map here that I've got to do. But it's good news.
It's pretty quick to that.
I usually have this part right now. So we're in our new building, partial. I think all you guys know that. But, the crew is operating out of it. The offices are not. Because we don't have internet for the phones. So we have two offices. And I got a lighthearted eviction notice from the veterans office in my mailbox yesterday that said I needed to vacate immediately. So they're ready for us. Internet's scheduled to be installed December 13th from Endeavor. All the utilities are marked and their flags are out, so that's a good sign. And Eli's just finishing up. They brought the fence. I don't know if you've seen the fence.
I've seen the fence out there.
It's rained about every day since that's really the only thing left from the sign.
They're supposed to be in there this week and remark all the circuits.
Oh, yeah, they did. Eli told me they were going to remark all of them. There was a little bit of mismarked circuits on the panels. That's about it for the new building. October, we had 335 calls, 275 transports. October revenue was $166,077.13. So we've passed last year by $55,916.40.
55,000 what?
916.40. With 2 months left to collect. We're going to be well above last year's number.
It's very neat.
One of our new trucks is here. It was getting striked last night. Waiting on the power load and power cots to be, or power cot to be installed. And then I have to take it to Bloomington for the radios. I'm going to do it at their shop. The second new truck will be here next week. And then it'll be, we're going to take the power load and cot out of the truck we're getting rid of and put it in there. Because the grant didn't quite cover everything. And then they're going to do those radios in winter. Because they're going to be taking them out of the truck and just swap them into the new truck. And the third truck that was budgeted for supposed to arrive by the end of December.
By the end of December?
It was actually scheduled for like the 26th, but I don't think that's pretty optimistic being the day after Christmas. So, and I think we budgeted enough to pretty much cover all of it. Including radios and stuff, it seems.
And we have a fourth truck in the budget for next year.
for next year. This third one is, gonna be four-wheel drive, so it's bringing up to 17, the roads are treacherous.
The second one, the one we just got, is not four-wheel drive. I never
No,
noticed
those
that.
two are two.
I never noticed that.
Mileage-wise, nothing spectacular except 68, the truck we're getting ready to replace has 290,566 miles on it. And then the two diesels that we last purchased in 20 or 21, they're both over the 200,000. No issues with routine stuff.
Any questions on runs or trucks, mileage or status? Hardship policy. We need to go back and, I think, make some decisions on that hardship policy. Remember what that, I don't think
We did the one with the cash discount last,
Right.
and then a few of the people that had applied when it went over and would never respond, or lack of information, would never respond.
Okay, so we don't really have a problem with our hardship policy.
No.
Like some of the questions where we just didn't recall, thanks to Sharon for the.
Yeah, Sharon.
We all have one.
Yeah, that was the thing, is we couldn't remember the.
We had a new one that you were asking about, I thought, and then I attached the minutes and said that the
Yeah,
board's
that's-
supposed to make any decision.
That was the guy that wanted the discount for paying it all at once, the cash discount. He had originally applied for a hardship, but then he sent me a handwritten letter that said he didn't want it for free, he just wanted to know what the discount was, and he paid it. And I knew we had a policy, I just couldn't remember the amount.
Yeah, I think that one went well past the, was it 63 days?
Yeah.
That's in here was a couple years old.
Yeah. Yes. I think when he filled out his hardship policy, he was confused with the discount to pay versus actually getting it written off. And then when I talked to him, that's when he sent me a letter and said he wasn't wanting it written off. He just wanted to know the discount. I think this is what the actual hardship means.
no other questions about the hardship policy then? I think the more we talked about the EMS facility, if you haven't had a chance to stop over there and check it out, if you catch the crew there, you can get in the door or catch one of us there. We'd be glad to take you in and show you around before it gets used too much.
Store and stuff. And Miranda said, about 5 o'clock last night when she called and said, all these files just aren't gonna fit on the shelf. So we're starting to move all the old, you know.
since you got evicted, you're gonna have to move pretty
I
fast.
know, so I'm gonna have to put my stuff out in the hallway. I'm actually gonna talk to Michael today, hopefully, about moving my computer over there. I just don't know about security, computer-wise, on my hotspot.
Well, it won't be as good as it is over here on the network.
Which I don't save a lot of things to the network. Miranda does.
Mhm.
Payroll and stuff like that. Most of my stuff I use is just saved on my computer.
Did you try a hotspot in there in the electrical room, see if it worked?
I have not. The crew put theirs, they took theirs out of the truck and moved it inside to use the computer. It worked just fine. I don't know about that electrical.
Well, if that door shut in there, it's just, it's like an EMP cage,
Yeah,
so,
it's tough.
yeah. But if it did, if there's some way to make that work,
I need to try that. I need to take it in there and see the signal.
well, we can't talk about a ribbon cutting yet until we know we have internet, because we rely on the internet to give us door locks. Right now, we have to operate off of a key, and it'd be kind of hard to have people coming in and out, and somebody'd have to be standing there to open the door to get them in. Or we'd have to block it open, and that wouldn't look very good on a ribbon
If it's
cutting.
gonna be warm, we can just leave the doors open. If
Yeah.
it's cold, then
So, we'll probably have to put that off till next month, since our internet's gonna be installed the 15th.
hopefully it's better.
By that time, we ought to be able to set a date, and I did ask Rick and Nate out there what they thought about it, and they said they didn't care what time of year it was. So, we're gonna do it inside anyway. And we do wanna have an open house or ribbon cutting ceremony of some kind, and show it off a little bit. Did you get all the rest of your tables in?
Yes. So far, so good.
So the main thing you're really lacking is internet service.
Yeah, that's it, really. I mean, that's the only thing holding up the phones and the computer, the doors. We had a little trouble with one vendor that came back and said they wanted us to pay a lot of money. So I don't want to do it. They called me yesterday, I don't know if you heard me tell Troy.
No.
They called me yesterday and wanted to know what was going on. I said, well, we're not going to pay what you want. The guy's like, well, we can try to take care of it. I said, it's too late. We already found another vendor. I think they were trying to call a bluff. But I thought, it's the government that'll pay it.
Yeah. Make a long story short, we couldn't get anybody to answer us for a quote on the internet. Doug finally got one to answer, and the price was okay. And signed the installation agreement. Price wasn't bad at all, $189
$29.
for an install,
Yeah,
and $139 a month
yeah.
for the bill. Then they come back and wanted to increase it afterwards to $6,000 because it's gonna cost them $18,000 to run the cable. We just decided we wasn't gonna do that. And then luckily Endeavor got back finally, and they're just right across the street. And they're gonna put them in for nothing. And the bill's $99 a month.
It's actually cheaper per month and free installation.
Yeah,
For fiber.
so. And there was no date on the first one when they would be willing to put it in. They had to bring it all the way from 1,000 up over the hospital all the way down. So,
They thought they had cable behind us already. It showed on their map that they had a cable behind the building, but it turns out it never got put in, so the rest of the quote was, we were basically gonna pay to run that cable that they didn't run before. It just doesn't make sense to me, so.
any other matters come before the board?
I got a couple of questions, mostly for Marvin. We've got a bunch of pretty well useless equipment that we need to get rid of. I talked to Ed, that like the stair chairs, if we could just donate them to fire departments, they don't have any value really. And then we've got a cot that we need to get rid of, it's an old manual cot. Does that all need to be bid, or how does that?
The normal procedure, because it belongs to the county and not to EMS, is that the commissioners will need to approve disposing of surplus property. With regard to those items that have no actual value, that will probably authorize you to dispose of it as you see fit, but you'll need to do at least a little something to document why particular items are alleged to have no value. For the cot, you'll need to come up with an estimate of its value. Depending on that estimate, will define the means by which you're authorized to get rid of it.
And the stair chairs of all, they're just taking up space, we thought if we could get them to the fire departments, we're allowed to do that.
Intergovernmental transfer probably would be okay, but yeah, commissioners approve.
I'll get on the agenda for next meeting.
Next meeting.
Maybe we can get them out of the office, not have to move them.
In the meantime, you might go ahead and check with the various chiefs that are going to be involved and verify that they would take them.
Yeah, some, I know there's some departments that might want some right now. And then I guess pretty soon we're gonna have to advertise to get rid of all the trucks, I assume we're gonna auction them, take bids,
Yeah, we'll wait till we get this other one on the road and then,
I had a guy contact me that was interested in bidding on one of them.
Which one's that for replacement?
E2, it's on 290,000. I don't know how things. Man, if I could find a barn full of them trucks for what you paid for them, and those are $100,000 trucks, like gas engines, and got almost 300,000 miles out of them. With no real,
Issues.
major expenses to them.
I've been real pleased with those two trucks. I think the thing that saved them is the maintenance. Same thing with these diesels. I just noticed, on the agenda, there came with that policy. The diesel we sold Sullivan County had 180,000 miles on it. And we were ready to get rid of it. So now we've got about 200,000 miles, and we're going to be replacing them as soon as we can. And we've got almost 300,000 on this gasoline truck. So,
Well, now that we have room, I'm keeping one of those, right now. I had to put a heater, it's a Bob Walter's getting a heater hose that runs the back compartment replaced. It should be done today, but then, now that we have room in the doors, we're gonna keep one of those trucks stocked and ready to go. We already have all the stuff, because we ran it during the eclipse.
yeah.
Now that we have room, we'll have a backup truck ready to roll.
Any other matters come before the board? Oh, yes, two matters. We might as well talk about our meeting dates. It's not on the agenda, but I guess we can do that. Do we want to maintain the same meeting dates next year as we've had this year? Anybody got, is that okay? I'll take a motion for that. Somebody want to make a motion? Motion made by George, second by Brad. All in favor? Meeting dates remain the same. Same Wednesday next year.
Tuesday.
Well, I guess the other one wasn't important. It didn't stick with me.
We having a December meeting?
December meeting, that's what it was. December meeting is going to be right close to Christmas, and I know everybody's busy. And normally, we don't have a December meeting unless we have some kind of major business that we need to have taken care of. And things have been pretty slack, and we haven't really had any major business, and I don't anticipate any. We'll have trucks to be swapping out, but we already know what's going on with that. I'd entertain a motion to cancel next month's meeting. If, motion been made by George,
I'll second.
okay. All in favor? Thanks, Troy. And we'll come back here in January and be ready to start. Reorganize and find another president.
That's wishful thinking, and I bet you I know how this goes. Well, man, might as well keep it.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Motion been made to adjourn. Second? Motion been made and second. All in favor?
I didn't look at the board appointments. Is everyone willing to continue to serve as long as, if they're up?
As long as it's president.
Okay. I'll add that onto the question.
Troy just got reappointed, so.